Hi everyone, this is Sally with today's yoga, and today being Black Friday with madness and mayhem out on the high streets, which is good for some I guess, but not for others, I thought it'd be a nice idea to show you some restorative yoga practices that you can do in the comfort of your own home, just using a few props. We're going to need cushions, blankets, pile of books or blocks, and a nice bolster. And although I'm only going to take 10-15 minutes to show you these routines, I would encourage you to take as long as you need. These exercises are very good for releasing any tension in the body, alleviating any stress, helping to open the muscles and the joints, and basically just restore you back to some form of normality if that's possible. So you can take as long as you need, and we're going to have a look at it from a side-on view. It's the best way of demonstrating it. So when you're ready, we'll just start by taking a simple kneeling stance, and if this isn't comfortable for you, this is where your cushion can come in. You can have the cushion underneath your ankles. I've got support of a nice rug here, but if that's not good enough, you can put it under your knees and buttocks so that it lifts you up slightly and just enables you to sit in this position for a little bit longer. This is a nice position to adopt for meditating, which I will go into over the coming weeks. But for now, we're just going to inhale, ensure that our spines are nice and straight, our necks relaxed, shoulders are dropped, and all the energy is going upwards and out through the crown of the head. So just inhale and relax on an exhale. Inhale and exhale. Next, I'm going to show you another kneeling position. Now you can sit between your feet. If this is uncomfortable for you, then you can actually use the aid of a bolster, and you can actually lift yourselves up, put your hips at the end of the bolster, and just lean back over the back of the bolster and feel a nice stretch across the thighs, opening of the hips. If there's any tension in your back, then it means you need to raise yourself up a bit further. So you could use another cushion in this position. And again, we're going to just inhale and exhale. Ensure there's a nice release of tension in the shoulders. Relax the arms down by your side. Breathe into any areas of tightness and let go with the exhalation. So this is a nice posture to spend 5, 10, 15 minutes or longer in. And when you're ready to come up, I'm going to show you a standing posture, again with the aid of our bolster. I showed you the other day the forward fold from the hips. And so again, using the bolster, we take a nice wide stance. Our feet are parallel to the front. We're just going to fold over onto the bolster and let your thighs and hips take the stretch. You can relax onto this, you know that it's secure, so you're not going to fall over, and it's just a nice relaxation. So inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. Eventually you'll find that as you become more flexible, you can lower yourself closer to the ground, but this is a good place to start. Now, when you've been folding forward, it's obviously important to stretch out the front side of the body. So I'm going to show you the bow pose. So you just lie on your front with your hips and knees hip width apart. Take hold of your ankles and just lift up with the chest on an inhalation. Exhale, lower. Inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. Now, this one obviously opens the front side of the body, and another way to do this, using your bolster, is to do the bridge pose, or a version of it, and you make sure that your hips are on your bolster, legs out in front, and you're just going to lower yourselves over the back of the bolster. Now you may want to have a blanket for your head and shoulders. So inhale, sit up, exhale to lower, and relax your arms down by your side or over your head, and feel the nice stretch across the front of the body and opening to the hip area. Let go of the shoulders, release any tension. When you're ready to come up, inhale and exhale. I also mentioned to you the other day the legs up the wall position. I don't have a wall here, but I'm going to use my bolster against the side of the sofa, and we're going to sit adjacent to this. Get your hips as closely as you can, same principle if it was a wall, and when you're ready, just swivel round with the legs up the wall or up the bolster and onto the edge of your sofa. You can also use a chair here and lower yourselves down. And again, you may want to use a rug to make it more comfortable. Adjust yourself in the posture. So this is, instead of a shoulder stand or the legs up the wall, it's a nice gentle inversion. It gets the venous return, blood flow back to the heart going properly, and releases any tension and stress on the legs, and is very good for the digestive processes as well. Now if you're feeling a little bit more adventurous, you can lift your hips onto the bolster or even onto the side of the sofa and release yourself down. So this is getting closer to what a shoulder stand would look like, but again, it's very useful for increasing your blood circulation. You can use the blanket under the head, and you can just relax in this position. Inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. And next I'm going to show you the plough position, which is what we normally do following a shoulder stand. And again, I'm going to use this with the sofa, so we'll just remove the bolster, and this time you're facing the opposite direction, and you're going to raise your legs over your head. So we're stretching out the back here now and using the sofa to prop up your legs, and you can support your hips with your hands. Inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale, and gently come down when you're ready. And the next posture I'm going to show you is again using the bolster, and this is just a nice general one to stretch out. You can lift up onto it and put the whole of your body onto the bolster and just allow the hips to gently open and release any tension. Arms can be by your side or over your head. Inhale and exhale. And when you're ready to move on, the next one we can do is, if you want to increase the opening in your hips, this time you sit cross-legged or with the feet, the soles of the feet together, and bring your feet as close to your hips as you can. Now, if you're like me and you can't flatten your knees to the floor, you can use a block or a nice pile of books, anything to support the weight of the thighs. And again, you can use the bolster behind you and just exhale to lean back. And again, feel the stretch on the inner thigh and the opening to the hips. This is especially important if you've been sitting at a desk all day and restricting your blood flow and your blood circulation to the body. So a nice opening stance to release any tension. And when you're ready to come up, inhale, and you can just take a few moments to lie back on the floor. Don't need any props for this one, and just hug the knees into the chest. Just gently rock from side to side. Ease out any tension in the low back. You might want to circle your knees one way and then the other. And when you've had enough of that, you can just move gently into the corpse pose I showed you and cover yourself up so that you're nice and warm, and you can listen to some nice relaxing music for 10 minutes or so. Have your feet hip width apart, let the feet fall to the side, and same with your hands. Ensure your shoulders are nicely flat to the floor, and just breathe in and out gently. Empty your mind of any worries that you may have. Focus on your intention for the day, or even just watch your thoughts come and go. The important thing is not to be thinking about what you're having for dinner or what Christmas shopping you need to be doing. So there we have it, just a quick sequence. You can take as long as you like to carry this out, but hopefully you'll find it helps you with your restoration and alleviation of any tension. Thank you for watching. I look forward to seeing you next time. Bye for now.